guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess Raj, and today we are going to start off the next questions with the surgical tech review questions. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And then if you're returning, again, comment. If you have any questions, like the video, please. Like I said, this will help reach out to other potential surgical tech candidates or just students or people who just finished the program and they're trying to find the best way to study. So everyone's study is different. I'm just going to go through the questions with you guys, but I'm going to go do 5 through 10 because if I do more than that, this video is going to be way longer, and I don't think our attention span is that, mine is not that long. I'm going to tell you that right now because I'll go somewhere else. So let's get right into it. Okay, so let's get into it. So number 6, we left off at 5 in the last video. So number 6, when perforated metal trays are placed on the shelves of the steam sterilizing cart, they should be positioned A, flat, B, upside down, C, vertical, D, angled. And I got that one wrong, which now when I think about the shit, yeah, I'm like, why the hell did I put upside down? Look here, I know I ain't the brightest crayon in the little Crayola box, but I don't know why the hell I put that. But okay, I put B upside down. What the hell? That just shows you, like, when you're taking a test and you're like trying to study, like you kind of rush and you don't think about the questions that you're selecting. Keep that in mind. So if you got to read that question once or twice, maybe a third time, or at least come back to it and read it again thoroughly, do that. Because after I looked at the shit, I was like, duh, Jessica. So I'm going to read y'all the reason why it was wrong and what it is. So number 6 with the metal trays is A. So metal trays that are perforated or have a mesh bottom should be placed on the sterilizing cart flat. And I didn't really pay attention to that until after. And then I learned a lot of shit about autoclaves while I was at a surgery center. And, you know, a few minutes up from me in Marietta. And I had a lot, and I noticed even after I had took the test, I didn't know nothing about autoclaves. That's the craziest thing. Between sutures and autoclaves, y'all, that shit is a lot. And the wound process, the healing wound process, yeah, bruh, it's a lot. And I didn't know nothing about autoclaves, but I had a lot of autoclave questions on my exam, which kind of pissed me off because we didn't really get to dive deep into a lot of the stuff with surgical tech because I went to school during the pandemic. So I started in 2019. By the time 2020, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I didn't know because we didn't have enough time, or two, like we were in the house and you had to study that shit by yourself. And then with the clinicals, you have to at least have some type of hands-on experience of so many hours. And with that being said, we missed out on a lot compared to our former prior cohorts. So I will say that I feel like that's another thing that played into me not being so confident in being in the OR room because I didn't get all the time I needed. Some still are in the OR rooms and everything, and they doing just fine. But Jessica, nah, baby, I'd rather be in the back of SPD and just do the instruments and mind my business. Will I get to that OR table and work some shit and help the surgeon out? Of course. That's not the problem. I just don't want to be in that bitch every day. Anywho, number 7. I'm just rambling, y'all. I'm sorry. Number 7. Hyperkalemia, right, is a high concentration of what? A, calcium. B, nitrogen. C, potassium. D, albumin. Got this shit wrong too. So, hyper means high, right? Kalemia, it goes with potassium. So I got that wrong. I put calcium. Because me thinking in the head, like, cow eat. No, baby. I was potassium. Again, read y'all questions thoroughly. Because I got that one wrong too. But, again, so let's go to number 7 in the back and see the reason why I got it wrong and help you guys figure out what the actual meaning of it behind it is. So potassium plays 4 important roles. Influences the electrical excitability of cells. The amount of potassium in the cells affects cells volume, right? Potassium balance is important in maintaining the acid-base balance. And the amount of potassium in cells affects the cell metabolism. Hyperkalemia is an abnormal level of potassium and can be a life-threatening, causing cardiac irregularity. I cannot say that right. Irregularities. There we go. Some days, like, when you're out of school for so long, you guys, like, you forget the words. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, if y'all gonna go through surgical tech, like, and y'all gonna take a break, kind of keep up with the definitions and the pronunciations, because I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I be about done tortured these words years later. 2019, 2020, 2021. Oh, I knew. I could tell you all that shit. 2022, after me taking a break. Yeah, no. Okay. No. So number 8. Which of the following tissues are cut using curved Mayo scissors? I got that one right. Okay. So A, fascia. B, periosteum. C, dura mater. And D, arterial wall. And I picked fascia. So fascia is like the muscle, I would say. And use curved Mayo scissors. That's what I've seen with a few surgeries. So you would, for fascia, curved Mayo scissors. That's your best bet. You can't go wrong. And the reason why I got it right, number 8 is A, literally. Curved Mayo scissors are large scissors with thick blades used to cut tough tissue such as fascia, tendon, and muscles. And I have seen this get used with a few surgeries. Like, I will give you an example, like labor and delivery. So when they're doing C-sections and shit like that, you know, by the time when they get to that muscle, because they are cutting this way. I cannot say the word. It's something like that. It was like a curved incision, right? When you're having your C-section. And when they get to the muscle, they can't cut across. They have to cut upward along with the muscle or fascia or tendons. I mean, tendons, I think they could kind of cut across. Don't quote me on that. Do your own research, for real. But I will tell you that I have seen curved Mayo scissors. I've seen curved Mayo scissors used during C-section. So when they get to that muscle, they're going to use them. They will probably like use the Bovie tip, I believe, and kind of, you know, cauterize the blood and shit like that. But yeah, I've seen that used for C-sections. Curved Mayo scissors, when you get to the muscle and you have to start cutting up, and then they have to stitch that back and everything. But that's what a surgeon had, you know, gave me that knowledge on that one. The reason why by the time they get to that, they got to cut this way, not that way, because it's not going to help the healing process of those muscles healing back together after that C-section. Gotcha. So, number 9. Which laser beam can travel through clear tissues without heating them? I got that one wrong, y'all, because I did know some of the laser beams that could have been used, you know, for certain surgeries and stuff like that. But there's a few of them. It's not a lot of them, but you will go over that too, which they are not hard to kind of go over. It's kind of narrowed down, I will say that. But again, number 9, which laser beam can travel through clear tissues without heating them? A, argon. B, Alzheimer. C, carbon dioxide. D, neodymium. YAG. YAG. We just gonna say YAG because that word, I'm not about to play with it today. Not this morning. Yeah. I put A and I got that wrong. It was actually B, Alzheimer. So let's go back and look at the chart. Okay, number 9. Argon laser beams can travel through clear fluids and tissues. Keep that in mind. So, all right, so let's go ahead and go to number 10. Number 10, right? Permission for treatment given with full knowledge of risk is an A, tort, T-O-R-T, tort. B, malpractice. C, personal liability. And D, informed consent. Okay, I got this right. Thank goodness, because the first few, your girl was lacking. Your girl was slacking. Get it together. Now, this would be informed consent, because you got to think about it. When you're signing these papers for these surgeries, they're telling you anything that could go left, right when you sign these papers for these surgeries. So this is where this is your full knowledge, consent. This is the permission for the treatment for whatever procedure you're getting. You agree to that, Jet. You signed them papers. So that's saying that you consent with this surgery. So anything that may go left, they probably trying to be like, they ain't taking a rep for that because you signed the papers. Be careful what you sign. I'm gonna tell you that. That goes for anything. Okay, so let's look at number 10 and see the reason why I got that right. So number 10, informed consent must be obtained from the patient before any invasive procedure can be performed, right? So that's saying that, like, you need to agree to this shit before we do this. It protects the patient because it verifies that he or she understands the condition to be treated and the intervention to be performed. So like I said, read or make sure whatever patients you are with, make sure they read they shit, that, you know, we really aren't going to be across from that because we're not in pre-op. It's more the nurses the nurses and the surgeon that will be more in pre-op, you know what I'm saying? During the operation, that's where we kind of, you know, we still are within pre-op, but we're in the OR room prepping things up for them. So we're not going to see all that consent signing paper stuff like that, rarely. But just know that happens during pre-op and, you know, before they come into surgery. So all that paperwork is signed before they even come and see you, while you said no, when they coming in with the doctor and getting ready for this procedure. They already signed the shit. You ain't got to worry about it. You don't really have to worry about it. In post-op, probably they might have more paperwork, of course, to do. But you don't have nothing to do with that, love. Don't worry. But just know, informed consent, that's for the patient to make sure they know what the heck they about to go through for whatever surgery. So, yes. You know, since I ain't seen you guys in a while, I was going to do 5 through 10. I'm going to do 11 and 12 because it's like a full page. I'm weird like that, OCD, whatever you want to call it. I feel like if there's 2 more questions on this goddamn paper, you might as well just do them. Why would you leave it blank? Why? Don't do that to yourself. Complete it, baby. Complete it. So, number 11. Boo, where Craig at? Okay. Anyway, I play too much. Number 11. Which portion of the stomach surrounds the layer? Not the layer. Lower. Breathe every goddamn word. Damn. Okay, let's read this again, y'all. Which portion of the stomach surrounds the lower esophageal sphincter? Okay. So, I got that wrong. Okay, let's just get it over and done with. Fuck. Okay. Which portion of the stomach surrounds the lower esophageal sphincter? Right? A. Cardia, B. Fundus, C. Pylorus, D. Antrum. I put cardia. I got that wrong, y'all. It's actually fundus. I learned that, of course, after the fact of that. Like, I could tell you the shit if I see it, of course. But yes, so let's go back and look at 11. Okay. Cardia is the portion of the stomach that surrounds the superior opening of the stomach. Okay, so last one, you guys. Number 12 on this page. Okay, low-level disinfectants kill most microbes, but do not destroy what? A. Viruses. B. Bacteria. C. Fungi. D. Spores. I got that right. Spores are like the... Spores are powerful, y'all. So be careful when you think you hear anything endospores. Like, yes, you're going to kind of mess with them probably during like microbiology or stuff like that when you're like growing stuff on the agar plates and stuff like that. But yes, be careful when it comes to spores. You gotta wipe that ish down. And even me being in the lab dissecting placentas, like they have to do spore cleanse, and that shit is strong, y'all. When I say your eyes is burning, your nose is burning, your throat burnt, it's burning, and you gotta kind of clean that shit sometimes. But not all labs do that. Some labs got other people that come in and do that. Where I was at, they wanted us to do it, and I never signed up for that shit, because you're not gonna burn my eyeballs and have my skin irritated and everything. And yeah, I ain't giving us the right PPE to do this stuff. Just some glasses and some gloves. I think not. No. But I had fun at that job though. Even though they got my nerves. But I loved them dearly. I loved everybody individually very much. Management wasn't the greatest, but you know, no job is perfect, so keep that in mind. That's where you have to learn how you control your emotions at your working environment or in your working environment, dealing with others and their attitudes or their high egos or their high positions. You know, you can't control them. All you can do is control yourself, your mental, your emotions, your thoughts. And that's why I would tell y'all, meditate. Real shit. Meditate. Morning and night. Evening and afternoon, probably sometimes. Take about 5 minutes to yourself. Clean, quiet, or some meditation music. Regroup your emotions, because in the lab, in the OR, it's very hectic sometimes. It can be. So, but yes. Spore cleansing is something that, yeah, it kills the spores and everything. So yeah, spores are very hard to get rid of. So just be careful when you do clean thoroughly. That's all I can tell you. Aseptic technique, however you want to call it, keep that shit clean, okay? So you guys, I hope that helped out a little bit. I greatly appreciate you guys, you know, taking the time and, you know, let me help y'all learn some things. I may not, like I said, I may not be the brightest crayon in the little Crayola box. I got my little lost moments too. As you see, I got my answers wrong too, but I learned from them and I went back to figure out why I got them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first and foremost thing when we are studying. Whatever you get wrong, go back to that bitch and figure out why you got it wrong, because that's going to help you do better in the future. Keep that in mind. But yes, thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Look here, I'm trying to get to my 1,000 followers, y'all. I will greatly appreciate it. I have to put more time into this, in which, you see, I can't. Life be happening, but I have to learn that, put some things aside and do you. And I do enjoy making these videos for you guys. So we'll have more. That's it. I'm leaving. You guys have a wonderful and blessed, highly favored day. Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.